What is going on, guys? We are back again. You already know we back to back, uploading a lot this week. Tune in, and today we're gonna see if can Faze Temperrr really beat KSI? Does he have a chance? Does he actually have a chance when he steps in that ring this Saturday? Does he actually have a chance? We don't know, but we're gonna break it down right now. All right, so okay, so Faze Temperrr, he fought his first time fighting. He beat Kenny, outboxed him, showed great skills. Kenny, every time Kenny went to deliver a shot, he had a counter. He countered him very, very well, and just beat him. Just beat him in every spot of the game. He really outboxed him. And Kenny's really, really good now, so it gives even more credit to Temperrr. Because Kenny is really, really taking it to the next level now. And it shows that Temperrr is one of those guys. But then, the next time he fought, he was supposed to fight Blueface. And then Blueface stepped out. Blueface was fighting his girlfriend instead. And he did not show any plans of fighting a boxing fight because he was too busy getting knocked out by his girlfriend. So Slim stepped in, which was an underdog at the time. Nobody had seen Slim on the big scenes, so everybody thought he was gonna get knocked out. Like, no chance. Everybody thought he stood no chance. It was gonna be an easy day for Temperrr, but they forgot to watch Slim's previous fights. He had been knocking out everybody. He was a tough guy. Underdogs, big underdog. Nobody knew it. He finally got the big show and destroyed Temperrr. Temperrr got knocked out, sparked out. He got smoked. Yeah, and then we were like, oh crap. Now Slim is one of the biggest guys up there. He's a big dog right now. I believe he's a big dog. And then Temperrr took a break. And then they called him in for a quick fight against Overflow. And Temperrr showed that on that night against Slim, he was a weaker guy. His boy Sensei had lost, and apparently it had messed him up. And he showed us that what he can do in a good night. And he smoked Overflow. Completely smoked him. And didn't even last a round. So now does that give any new questions to us? Like, will Temperrr have a good night against KSI? Will he perform like he did against Overflow and give KSI some trouble? We don't know yet, but I think Temperrr is better than Dennis. Because Dennis has never fought a boxing fight. He hasn't fought in 3 years. My man will be way too nervous to step in with KSI. That's why he pulled out. He hasn't fought in 3 years. He knows he has no chance. I would pick Temperrr to beat Dennis any day of the week. Because he actually has experience. He's been fighting this year, not in the last 3 years. So I think I don't think they picked the right guy to replace. I don't think Temperrr was the guy to replace Dennis for a fight. I don't think he was I think he's a really good replacement. I don't think he was the best replacement they could have picked. They could have picked someone better, but it's better than Dennis. I prefer it. We can see somebody who actually wants to fight KSI and it's not scared. This shows us what us creators can do. Us YouTubers, we got balls. We don't care. We're not scared. They can't keep calling us fake fighters or wannabe fighters or fake fighters or just influencers or video game guys. We actually have balls, and we just showed that we got more. We got more balls than an actual fighter who actually does this for a living. The real fighter of the card stepped out. And then we have this former gamer that used to play video games every day, stepping in and actually taking on the big dogs. Like, this shows that Misfits takes it serious. And it's disrespectful for somebody who's a real fighter to step out. Like, we take this serious. Like, this, it's months of training. So you can't just come here and think we're gonna joke around and play around with with our thing. Like, when you sign a contract, it's a real contract. Like, these are turning into real fights. Like, these are turning into, you sign the contract, you train for months, and you fight. Like, this ain't no joke. Like, you can get hurt. Like, I don't know if he doesn't know yet or not, but you can get hurt. Well, he was gonna find out against KSI if he actually showed up to the fight, but he did not even show up to the fight, and he promised us he was gonna show up to the fight. And honestly, I did not believe him. Actually, I had no freaking belief that he would show up, and he did not show up. And yeah, I wanted to believe so hard that he was actually gonna show up, and when I started believing it so hard, he pulled out. So we are done with that guy. But you know, does Faze Temperrr actually have a chance? I think he has. I think he does have a chance, but not. It's a slight chance. I think Temperrr has a better chance than Dennis. But even if he has a chance, you're fighting KSI. KSI will melt him down. He will break him, and I just don't think he has what it takes, man. But he can show us that he's improved a lot, and he can still get big fights. But once you're going against one of the biggest dogs, it just you can't just beat him. I think KSI wins. He goes on to fight a like a Woodley or a Joe Fournier or a Slim, and then he fights somebody else, and then a Jake Paul fight. But seeing him run through Faze Temperrr, absolutely. It's I don't know if I can see him complete. It's not gonna be a Swarms like run through. It's gonna be like a late run through. It's not gonna be as easy as Swarms. It's gonna be a little bit harder. But KSI is gonna improve a lot. I see a lot of improvement. He's been training longer with them guys, shoe fighters. So it's gonna be we're gonna see a better KSI, who is actually fighting one fight instead of two fights. So yes, but I think Temperrr will give him trouble. I think other than Logan Paul fight, this will be the hardest fight for JJ. Other than the Logan Paul fight, but it's not a Logan Paul. KSI, if he keeps his technique in place and he doesn't swerve through overhand punches, and if he shows great technique, he will take him down. Fight night. I will come out with my predictions next week. No, not next week, but close to Saturday. Right before the fight, I will come out with some predictions for the whole card. But yeah, stay tuned and comment down below if you think Temperrr has a chance. And if you do, tell me what round and will this be an upset? We don't know yet, but we'll see soon.